Yeah, so today, this one is just to check in. We have a police liaison training later. Yeah, so we just wanted to see like where you are at in the organizing process, what questions you might have, and anything we can talk about and help with today. So yeah, so go ahead. Does anybody have any questions, or they want to share where they're at and how their planning is going?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is
Hello.
Joseph. Hi, yeah. My name is Joseph Odika from Nigeria. I'm so sorry I've not been able to join you guys in your previous meetings. You know, I have a lot of things going on here. I have a veg fest coming in May, and I have quite a number of animal welfare issues that I'm also trying to settle, you know, across the country. That is why I've not been able to join you guys. I'm so sorry. Organizing a march is not a problem here because I've organized quite a number of marches in the past. And in Nigeria, we don't need like a prior notice to the police before you can organize a march. You are free to do that. If anybody has that freedom to, you know, to air their opinion, to share their opinion in public places. So I'm not going to have any problem with that. So that is the little I can say for now.
Awesome. Have you started planning your march? Like, where are you at in the process, Joseph?
Yes, I have, there's a guy in Lagos that I'm working with. That's another city. And then another guy in north central part of Nigeria, that is Abuja. Those are the two guys that will be, you know, organizing the march in Nigeria. Then I will be handling the one in Ibadan, which is the biggest city in Nigeria. But the issue is this: because we have a similar march coming up. Please, can somebody mute his audio there? Yes. Okay, good. Because we are having another march in May during the period of the Veg Fest, we are kind of having some kind of financial constraint because we are having some kind of issues, you know, trying to secure funds for the Vegan Day March in the problem we are trying to see how we can get rid of. But that shouldn't be a problem anyway, because I don't think we need so much money to organize that kind of march.
Yeah, and that's, you know, we want everyone to sort of organize what best fits their area, and that is the good news. Marches can be, you can just gather and march, and you know, it's really one of the lesser expensive events, you know, especially compared to a veg fest or something. So but yes, one update that I did want to share with everyone too is we have just gotten new graphics done. And I'll be working on updating the Facebook events with it's very similar, but a little bit nicer. And we have some banner and poster designs coming soon that we're really excited to share with everyone when we get those finished. So stay tuned for those. And we'll be sharing graphics and folders for printing, or, you know, and we have we'll have our March messaging guide with some suggested slogans and, you know, posters you can make yourself. All of that is coming very soon as well. So just a little update there.
Template that is very close to completion. So it'll be basic, and then you can fill in all of your events information and print them and post them around town if you want, or take them to, you know, local coffee shops and whatnot.
Yeah, so anybody else have questions or want to share where they are in the organizing process? Leah, was that a hand up?
Sorry, can you hear me? Sorry. Hi, I'm Leah. We're going to be doing a March to the Arch in St. Louis. I've been working on just trying to get other groups excited and involved in the process. We have DXE St. Louis here, Dogs Uncaged hopefully is going to join. So we've just been spreading the word about it. We want to have a mile march to the Arch, and then when people get there, we're going to have a table with all the plant-based treaty information. We're talking about having a poster making party a week and a half or two before the event, so that we can all just get together as a community, talk about it, make posters, and get ready and get more excited. I do have a question about materials. When will those be coming? What will they be? And do we need to have a number of items to request?
So that's awesome. That sounds so cool. I love the March to the Arch idea. And yeah, so in terms of materials, so we will be providing a folder with graphics that you can use or print on your own, definitely. And so that will include some poster designs, that will include a banner design for like the front of your march. And that will also include like a flyer template that you can fill in your information with and then post around town to promote the march. And then we are also going to have some Square like social media templates, again, for the fill in your date, time, location, information. And one of the things we've been talking about, and we haven't like set a specific date yet, but once everyone has their details worked out, is like having a date where we encourage everyone to post your little square graphic on your Instagram and Facebook page and event like all at the same time. So it's like social media is flooded with tons of all the different, marches. So we'll be providing like some social media templates like that. And then we are still working out the details of like actually providing, physical banners and posters to people, whether that will be like us sending them to a printer near you to pick up, or details of that we're still working out. And we're encouraging people to apply to Veg Fund as well to cover some of the costs of your local printing and supplies associated, especially if you're doing like a food demo, or not food demo, food distribution, sampling,
Okay.
or flyer materials. Chelsea, do you have any updates or anything you want to add on that?
With some of the posters, and so once we have those set, like what they're going to look like exactly and what'll be available, then most likely we're going to have each city fill out a form and say how many they want of each. And then we'll also be working with Plant-Based Treaty, of course, to make sure that everybody has materials regarding that. And we have someone that might have time to work out. We would love to have a flyer that's specific to the march. That might turn into like a digital flyer where it's a QR code that goes to information, because we've been constantly battling, like we want to be able to provide materials to attendees and passerbys of these events, but we still want to stay eco-friendly. So we're trying to figure that out, but all of the posters will at least be reusable. And then in terms of the banners, most likely the small banners will get shipped to everybody, and we're going to have to figure out like what size banners each city wants, and then we'll make sure that everybody gets it in time.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Chimeka, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, but feel free to correct me.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
I'm happy to be in this group, in this meeting. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, the other man who just spoke, Joseph Odika, is a very good friend. He's based in Ibadan. He's doing a very good job, and I must commend him a lot. Well, for the Vegan Earth Day March, I think I'm also interested. I'll be hosting it in Lagos, and I'm happy you guys use my picture. Wow, on Instagram, I'm happy. You guys use my poster.
It's a great picture.
Animal Save movement. Yes, I work with the Animal Save movement. I'm the Lagos organizer for the Lagos Animal Save. And so I've done a lot of works, here in Lagos as regard animal welfare, plant-based. Well, so for the vegan march, I'll be hosting it here in Lagos. I'll work closely with Joseph so that we can work together. My question is there any plan for funding? But that could be a major challenge. The other question I could have asked, but those questions have been asked. So my major question now is, are we going to be funded as organizers, to organize a vegan march? Because it's going to be much, it's a very big task here in Africa, especially in Lagos, in Nigeria. So where fund is needed to do a lot of things. So are we going to be funded? That's just my question.
Yeah, well, thank you for being here. So we do not have funds to just distribute to groups right now or organizers. We are fundraising ourselves for the march. If you've seen our fundraisers on Instagram and Facebook and our GoFundMe, please share those because that will help provide like banners and materials to all of the different chapters. But we are a very grassroots group. So the best that we will be doing is providing materials. We don't have the funds to actually pay organizers or help with other projects at this point. Other questions? Anybody have any other questions? Another question, go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Go for it, Nick, and then we'll get to Margaret.
Oh, sure. I had one of my organizers is trying to convince me to shorten the route. Actually, he thinks it should be much, much shorter. I really like the route I have, but he's saying that he thinks it won't, or that people will want to drop off the march, or maybe it's because of how long it is, it's somewhat ableist or something. So right now it's about 3 miles. Is that too long, or what do you think?
3 miles probably is on the long side, especially because when you're marching, you go significantly slower than even normal walking pace. So walking 3 miles could take, an hour, just normal pace. So
it's going to be a 2-hour thing.
That and 3 miles could even end up being more than 2 hours because marching, you're going really, really slow, especially if you're stopping and doing speak outs or so I would probably say it might be a good idea to shorten it.
Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you.
And an hour long. So usually you're walking about a mile or so. Because you do want to keep in mind that in case people have strollers or are in a wheelchair, you want to make sure that, like Serena was saying, it's a much slower pace.
All right, well, thank you. Thanks for the input, and I will shorten the march. But I have to run now, but thanks everyone for doing these marches. It's good stuff.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
Margaret?
Oh, yeah. We were kind of thinking maybe we could incorporate having a screen with we got a portable projector and being able to put something, a video or something on the screen just to kind of as part of our presentation in March and that. But is there going to be any videos made, or what would be appropriate for a video?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we are actually working on collecting endorsements right now from vegan educators and activists and doctors and even hopefully some celebrities, and are going to be making a compilation. Our main video right now will probably be shorter because it'll be like a promo video that we can put on social media before the march. But we may end up making a longer cut of it because the New York organizers also have expressed interest in having some sort of screen or showing some videos like that. We're still working that out, but we potentially, and at the very least, we might have like some individual videos from short speeches, very short speeches from some different people who support the march, but aren't able to like be at a march in person, or it would be too far for them to travel to be a speaker, things like that. And so on that note, I'm really glad you brought this up. In just a minute, I'm going to share a folder here that if anyone, two things. One, if you have previous videos and photos of marches, plant-based treaty outreach events, anything like that, that we could use in our compilation and promo video and materials for social media, please upload that. Any extra footage, any past events you've done, any plant-based treaty stuff would be extremely helpful. And two, I am getting ready I'll post in the group and I'll send an email out to all the organizers as well. We would love to collect a video, and we have a template for like directions and instructions on what to say and that we need recorded, but we want to include as many of our organizers as possible in some of these compilation videos for social media as well. So I'm going to share that the instructions for the video will be coming a little bit later. I'm going to share the folder for uploading photos and videos in a minute, but be on the lookout for more information about you recording a short video, because we're going to be collecting those in the next week so that we can get them to our video editor really soon. And so it'll be, like a short statement about like, I'm organizing or marching in blank city, and here's why I'm organizing or supporting the Vegan Earth Day March. So please be on the lookout for that, because we're going to be trying to collect as many videos as possible in the next week. So thank you for bringing that up, and I hope I answered your question.
Thank you.
That's a quick question. I was hoping I could get more involved with the organizing part for the Los Angeles chapter, but I'm not sure how to get in touch with those organizers. Do you know who's leading like the LA City March?
Yeah, we're gonna be Paige is doing it, and myself. So LA Animal Save, Animal Alliance Network. How's it going, Ethan? It's great to see everyone. Yeah, so I can link you up with her and myself and get it going.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, Caesar.
Just posted something, and you are going to be doing a rally and a march.
Yeah, so since the weather's looking better, we're planning on doing a rally at the beach. A lot of spectators there, a lot of people. We're gonna have speakers there, some food, music, make it festive, uplifting, positive, and have all the good energy. And then we'll be doing a march towards the historic Santa Monica Pier as well. So we're really excited for all of that coming together, and the community. And then we'll have the food healers will be there as well. So it'll be, LA Animal Save, Animal Alliance Network, the food healer, climate healers, plant-based treaty is always there. So yeah, we're really excited, and yeah, it's going to be here before we know it. So
Awesome. And I just shared the link to the Google Drive folder where you can upload past photos and videos of past events.
Each one, the city that you're from, or the organization. Like if you could do the city and your organization, so I know who to tag, because I want to make sure everybody's getting credit properly. That'd be great. Thank you. If you don't care about it, don't worry about it, but always good.
Other questions? Anybody that wants to share where they're from, what they're working on.
Looks like Peter just joined us. Peter, where are you from? And are you currently an organizer?
I'm from Victoria, Canada.
Great, welcome. So are you interested in organizing an event?
Possibly. I might be doing one on a different day, but I'm not really sure what the plan is.
What do you mean a different day?
Oh, well, some other people are trying to plan another like vegan march on another May 6th, but some are planning it this day, some are planning it on May 6th, but I'm not sure what our plan is.
Gotcha. Do you have any questions?
Just what do you know, like how many people are like what? Not sure actually, I don't know, not sure.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Don't worry about it. I'm not sure yet. It's okay. I'll come back to me.
Okay.
Jessica?
Okay, I'll give a brief update because we got some pretty good news. I'm one of the organizers from New York City. So we're able to secure a parks permit. So we're going to march from the Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center an hour and 10 minutes to Maria Hernandez Park, which already has a stage set up and allows sound permits. So we're going to have speakers and a rally there. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. And then we're walking 5 minutes to the House of Yes, which is a club, and we're going to have an after party there. So it's going to be like a very full day of just outreach and community engagement and getting people involved and just getting the word out there. So I'm very happy about that. And I had a question. I don't know if it was touched on in the last check-in, but as far as like Veggies Do It Better, and I'm just reading off of your website, Animal Save Movement, the Plant-Based Treaty, will these organizations be promoting as the time gets closer? Because I like to share like on the socials, like when they post, just to share it like to our groups as well, just to get more traction in social media and hopefully get a larger attendance.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Born Vegan. That's me. My group, Veggies Do It Better, is Chelsea.
Okay.
And her organization.
Yeah.
And so it's us, and then Plant-Based Treaty, Animal Save, Climate Save, which are all somewhat one and the same, and then Climate Healers and Unchained TV. And Unchained TV is our media partner, so they are definitely going to be helping promoting.
Okay.
And we are again working on that, and things are this is the first year, and a lot of it is gonna be a little bit more last minute than hopefully, in the future. But that said, we're discussing kind of like our promotional strategy right now, and hopefully we'll have updates in the next week or so. We certainly will be promoting it, but we're gonna be trying to figure out like all the different strategies for that. We have a press release, that we'll be distributing pretty soon. So we're hoping to get both mainstream press as well as, Unchained TV and some other groups. And then, as we said earlier, we have coming very soon, like a social media template that will be a shareable graphic for every city. And we're going to start posting those on our social media, the Vegan Earth Day March. We'll be sharing them on our Veggies Do It Better Born Vegan as well. And tagging your chapter and everything. And then
Great. Okay.
we want to promote all of the marches. We will be doing the best we can to highlight and be sharing all the different Facebook events and all of that.
Great. Thank you, Serena. Thank you, Chelsea.
There's more happening on Instagram than our other social media. We also have Twitter and Facebook. I just always forget about Twitter, but we're trying to build that up too, because that was a brand new account. But Instagram is going really well. Plant-Based Treaty just did a post for us, and then we're a collaborator on that. and Climate Save often collaborates on our posts too. So like Serena said, like it's going to be kind of a slow burn this year. We have a couple of amazing volunteers that are helping us reach out to more celebrities and influencers to get more buy-in, and we have templates for them as well. And so I think a lot's going to be happening like 2 to 3 weeks out. But the biggest thing to help, like if I'm not tagging you correctly, if you can send me which account. I've been tagging the VHOT account.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
great.
perfect. Yeah.
So
Thank you.
hopefully you guys are getting those notifications on everything. I'm trying to tag everybody in all of our posts, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I know Irena does the Instagram and David and I do the Facebook. I'm sure you're tagging correctly. I'm just like not an Instagram person. I need to get more on board with that. So
No
yeah.
worries.
Well,
Yeah.
and as
Yeah,
soon, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, and then when you guys post, if you can tag us, that's really helpful, especially in your stories. I know that seems like especially if you're sharing, like I just did a whole series of, it said Vegan Earth Day March and, all of our different colors. When you share those to your stories, you still have to tag us, even though it's coming from our account, because if you don't, then I can't share it to our stories. And I love it when you guys tag, because then I can share, and then I'll also do a link to the Facebook page for whatever your event is to try and create, more people be like, oh, I live near New York, or I live near St. Louis, or, so.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, go ahead and update. Like I'm paying attention to the Facebook events. So if you now know the location and stuff, when you update that, and someone can also just, I talked to Gail last night, but someone can shoot me an email too and say like, oh, we know the time and location and stuff. And that'll really help us as well, because then we can share the Facebook event or use that information on posters and flyers and other information for you. And that's kind of, everyone's figuring out their details at different times. So if you know for sure your schedule or details, send them my way when you have those too. That's really helpful.
Great. Once we secure the permit with the Parks Department, we will definitely, I'll give that to Gail and Gail could give that to you. That'd be great. Thank you both so much. I appreciate it. You're more than welcome. We have meetings every Monday night for this. You both are more than welcome to come crash our meeting if you'd like.
I was gonna try and make tonight's and I'll probably be at your, I think I'm about to book my tickets, so I'm probably gonna come to New York.
Yeah, that's so exciting. It'd be so great to meet you. Thank you.
I was going to add to, when people are updating their event pages, we have a template for that within the city organizer resource packet. So it says Facebook event description. And in that, it's just like everything that anybody could ever think of. And you're going to want to take that, copy and paste it, and then rewrite it for yourself. So it says these are the things, as the attendees are looking at it, these are the things that I should bring. This is what I should be aware of. This is where we're meeting. This is where the after party is. So we try to have that all ready. And then in there, I think we also include a link to the messaging folder, which we're finalizing right now. And that is really helpful for people that want to make posters on their own ahead of time. I think Leah had mentioned that they're doing a poster making party. That's a fabulous idea. You can do it both in person or virtually or both. Sometimes that's a nice option for people that, they can't make it in person, but they still kind of want to be there and do their poster while, I don't know, we're in a technology age, so there's a lot of mixing around when it comes to Zoom and in person now, but yeah, so those are some ideas. And then as you're going through that, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either of us.
I also would like to say one more thing. One of the other organizers, David, he is an amazing musician. He plays the piano, and he's actually hosting a fundraiser this Saturday to raise funds for New York City, just so we could, get our own supplies and rental stage equipment or whatever we may need. So just maybe as a recommendation to the other cities, if you guys could host a fundraiser, if anybody has any kind of talent or whatever, just to get the name out there and get some funds going in. So he's been doing this for a long time, but this time he's doing it for the Vegan Earth Day March. So usually he does it for sanctuaries and other things. So it's nice that he's showing his support for us.
That's so sweet. That's great. Yeah, and there's also a fundraising packet in there on the main resource packet that we have. Once you get down to fundraising, there's a link that goes to another document, and that has a bunch of suggestions as well. Everybody should definitely apply for Veg Fund, like Serena had mentioned before. You can also apply for, I think it's Pollination Project will do personal grants, and working with local musicians or having other events, or even like at your after party, if the restaurant will donate a certain percentage. Sometimes places will do like as little as, oh, we'll give $1 per pizza or drink, to we'll give 10% of the whole night's, revenue. So there's different ideas and different things you can do. And that's another great way to get the word out there, especially if you're doing fundraisers leading up to the event, and getting those businesses to post about your event as well. Do we have any other questions, or anyone else that would like to check in?
How many cities are signed up right now? And I want to say happy vegan anniversary to Ethan, 7 years. Yes.
Congratulations, Ethan. And we have, I think we're getting close to 35.
The website's at 34. I just
Okay,
counted it
34.
yesterday.
So yeah, I just updated that yesterday. So yeah, 34 cities, and there's a decent handful of others that I've been talking to who aren't official yet. And I don't know if everyone will be doing full marches, but solidarity events, outreach events, things like that. But we have, yeah, if you look at the map on our website, it is quite a nice spattering over the whole world. Asia, I think, is the only region that is not represented yet. So yes, still, send people our way if they want to organize something. The good news about the march and rally is, even though there isn't a ton of time, these are the types of events that you can still pull something together. Like, this isn't a veg fest. This isn't, you can make it whatever you can in the time you have with the motivation you have. So if you meet new people or hear people that want to, see that there isn't one in their city and want to jump on board and do something, send them my way. I'm happy to talk to people individually, Zoom with people if you want to figure out like what type of event you want to organize, because it can really be as simple or as complicated as you want to make it. And we have a lot of suggestions in our organizer folder.
Has anybody not checked in yet about their city? Well, I can give a check-in about, I'm doing a Portland one in Portland, Oregon. We are actually not going to do a march because it's too much for me to be doing all of this and also figure out a march. So we're most likely going to be partnering with one of the farmers markets, because there's like a plaza. Well, it's actually a fountain that they can just turn the water off. And we're going to set up there and have basically a rally with speakers, music, nonprofit tables, and maybe an activity or something like that, and have it more of like a festival / rally. It'll either be there, or I did find the problem is Portland is very, very expensive. I'm sure other people have this problem in their cities, but like the second you put anything down, they charge you. They don't offer any nonprofit discounts or anything for, you would think Portland, Oregon would want an Earth Day event, but it's very expensive. So it would be like a minimum $1,000 for us to use any of the parks. It would be really nice to be on the waterfront, but like, there's just nowhere to go, unfortunately. But I found out that if you find a space that's federally owned, that generally does not cost anything. You just have to get approval. So there's a plaza that's right. We have something called the park blocks. And so in between City Hall and the police station is this plaza. So I just put in a request for that. But that's something to just keep in mind, if not for this event, but for other events, if you are in a city that charges and you're looking for a place that, I mean, privately owned areas are great. And then now looking into federally owned, and some cities, like we're looking at Beaverton Farmers Market, which is in the suburbs. Beaverton doesn't charge anything for park reservations and things. So sometimes it means just going outside of your metro, like your main city, to find something that'll be more cost effective.
Yeah.
Joseph, please mute.
Yeah, but I would like to say something if you guys don't mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said earlier, that we are a little bit financially constrained because we have 2 events coming up at a time, but we are not writing it off outrightly. We are still trying to see what we can do, if we can, secure funding from, any other organization. But for those of you who might be lucky to have like a little bit over your budget, for instance, if you are able to secure some fundings and you have a little bit over your budget, like an overflow, then you can try and help others who don't have funds yet. All right, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think we've had a couple emails about this as well, Joseph, but like, unfortunately, we just don't have, we're very low on funds ourselves, and we're going to do the best we can to provide posters, banners, and materials to the cities. But beyond that, there isn't a lot that we'll probably be able to do. And the good news is the way we've structured this event, like, Chelsea was saying, like in Portland, it's really expensive if you want to have tables or do things like that. But just to have a gathering of people like that at the simplest form, you can have a march or rally that pretty much costs zero money. Especially you can hand make posters and things like that and still have a very impactful event that takes very little funding, where it's just, you put the word out, you try and get people to show up, and then you all rally in one spot, gather, or, march holding banners or posters down the street to spread awareness. So that's, we really don't have resources beyond that to help at this point, but that's why we're leaving this open for city organizers to really figure out like what works within your budget and makes the most sense in your area. And so, we're happy to provide suggestions. But I would just encourage you, like, figure out what you can do. And I think you were saying that you don't need a permit or anything to gather. So like, that's fantastic. You can just pick a time and a location and then just try and spread the word and get people to show up. And that's a march, that's a rally right there. Like, it doesn't have to be, expensive or cost a lot.
Okay, that's fair enough. If we could, have like a static rally, I think that is okay. Good. Thank you
Absolutely.
for that
Yeah.
suggestion. Thank you.
Peter, did you have a question?
Oh, I was just gonna say that we're planning something like with another, it's not a specific vegan event on that day, but then we're gonna be having a booth at an event that's an Earth Day event. We tried to make it all vegan, but the people weren't as committed, but we were allowed to have like a booth. And then we're gonna promote another march that we're doing on May the 6th, because apparently some other cities are planning something on May the 6th. So we're gonna use the Earth Day to like promote the next one, and then hopefully have like a booth, and then promote our plant-based. In Canada, there's something called plant-based cities, so we're gonna promote that, and then on the actual Earth Day, and then the next march that we're doing in May.
So if you do want to, because I don't think we have you on our map right now. But if you want to figure out, like, we have some other cities that are participating in other Earth Day events as well, and have sort of tacked a march onto that, like they're marching to an Earth Day event and then tabling or doing stuff there, like Leo was saying, a march to the arch. and then, doing some sort of tabling or information about plant-based treaty. If you want to officially be part of the Vegan Earth Day March and have us, help promote your event or what you're doing, then, we have an organizer agreement form, and you would fill that out, and then we can share our full resource packet with you. But yeah, you'd have to, if you don't want to do that or be officially, listed on our map or anything, you do whatever. But if you'd like to officially be part of the Vegan Earth Day March and have us help promote, like if you wanted to turn your Earth Day event into an associated event or use it to help, promote awareness or call for our demands and information, you can certainly incorporate other Earth Day events into that.
No, I think we have like people already, we're not, because it's not in, the one we're doing on the Earth Day is not in this, it's not at the park, it's not at like our government office, it's like at a park thing, and then the next one we're going to walk to the main government like building, so on that day, because we couldn't, because they was already planned on that day, because the city was already, unfortunately no one was in Victoria, BC, Canada, where I live, no one was finding anything vegan, so we just tacked on to another one that's not fully vegan, but we're trying to promote a booth about the plant-based cities. So.
Peter, mute.
Hmm?
Mute if you're not talking, please. Thank you.
Oh.
Maybe discuss with the group anything that needs brainstorming.
Not from me.
Maybe for the next online event, instead of posting the public Zoom link, when we say we're going, then you could email out the link to everyone.
Yeah, it's a better idea, honestly.
I mean, honestly, I've done probably over 100 Zooms and I've never had that happen before. So it's much more complicated if we have to send the ID to everybody and not have it, because it's
we can just probably screen people in the waiting room better and not just
if there's a big group that hops on at the same time. Now I obviously know.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. It was great to see everyone, and hopefully I'll be able to join you this evening.
Yeah, we have a really exciting police liaison training tonight. I highly encourage everyone that can to be there. Even if you don't think you'll need police liaisons, the information will be really important and valuable and useful for lots of potential situations.
Yeah, so if you haven't yet, please invite your teams and share to your network, because this is really good information for every activist to have. If we're ever in a situation where we're encountering the police, it's very good to know what your rights are and how to diffuse a situation and also slow down a situation. That's basically what a police liaison does, is they're the in-between between the organizers and the police. And usually it's to help buy time. So this also comes with some kind of MVC type communication and other types of skills that are really valuable. And I put that link in the chat if anybody hasn't seen that yet or RSVP'd. And
don't forget past photos and videos that you didn't already share on the organizer agreement form. Please upload those to that folder, and be on the lookout for emails and notices from me about recording a video for our promo video. That will be getting that information out shortly.
Great. Well, I think we'll wrap up then. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. We'll hopefully see you in a couple hours at the police liaison training. And if not, we'll see you another time soon.
Yeah, it was great seeing everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Serena, Chelsea, and yeah.
Thank you.